Is that
Marion Barry's here?
Bring him in.
Oh, hilarious. Get him in here, Jimmy.
Get him in here.
Marion Barry.
It's right outside.
Former governor of Washington, D.C., got busted smoking crack, came back and won again. Right? Didn't he? Did he come back again?
Yeah, he did.
Become the mayor again?
Yeah. One of the biggest comebacks ever.
Yeah. Got caught smoking crack. And the best thing was when they were interviewing people, like in D.C., go, everybody smoke a little crack now and then. Who don't smoke a little crack?
And most of the population agreed with that.
All these people like, what do you think about Marion Barry coming back into office? Oh, man, he's smoking. What's the big deal?
Most of the population agreed. They're like, sure, we do. Why not? Why not a little?
I'm trying to get him in here.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Get him in here a couple of minutes.
There's a bunch of dudes next door that are cock blocking. See this gentleman right here? He's shaking his head no.
Here he is.
See this gentleman?
Mr. Marion Barry.
Mr. Marion Barry, ladies and gentlemen.
Give him a microphone right now.
A mic. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What happened? We'll be nice. We'll be nice. We just wanted to say hi to Marion Barry.
How many are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in here today.
No. It's all respectful. No ganging up. No, sir.
Thank you. You're actually a story, an inspirational story to a lot of people because things went bad at one point, and then all of a sudden you came back and you got what you got. Redemption. It's a pretty inspirational
that's why
story.
this movie is so important because most of the media outside of Washington D.C., most of the people outside of Washington D.C. only know me through 15-second news clips or 30-second news clips or some negative article in the newspaper. They don't know about my 50 years of service and 35 years of political life in Washington and being very successful, helping a lot of people. So that's why that's important. I was walking by and heard y'all say something about being popped for smoking crack. You know, put that in context. The FBI spent $25 to $40 million trying to entrap me. They couldn't find anything financial on me because I don't dip into the till. They used that situation, set it up, and we don't know what was in that pipe because the jury didn't convict me of anything at the Vista. And so that crack story started with that, but there's been no evidence that we don't know what was in it. I mean, I was up there for some other reason, quite frankly.
What did you think was in it when you were smoking it?
I didn't smoke it.
Oh, okay.
I took one drag on it.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel that they were trying to railroad you because they didn't like politically what you were doing?
They didn't like me economically, giving money to African Americans and qualified contractors and putting the pot's about this size, and when you take it 47% of it out, which I got to, and they don't like the money to be taken.
It is pretty amazing that they can do that they can go after you like that and spend so much money to try to prosecute you.
Well, I'm used to it.
They're pulling you out.
We're pulling you out.
We are being married. But what are you promoting? We got a huge audience. What are you promoting?
A film?
HBO on Monday, 9 p.m., 9 Lives of Marion Barry.
Nice.
Everybody ought to watch it and learn about the real Marion Barry, not what they read in the press.
All right. Well,
thank you, sir.
Thank you, Barry.
What's the name of this show?
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
How many of you all are Opie?
That's one Opie. There's one Anthony.
That's Anthony.
And a room full of our friends.
And I'm basically the driving force of the show, Jim Norton.
Don't snap his finger.
We love you.
Thank you very much.
And Marion, if you need anything, talk to Joe.
Yeah, Joe
might be carrying something.
Wow, amazing how many people were cockblocking.
Well, they were worried that we were going to, like, I guess get another interview.
They thought we were going to take the piss.
Why?
Guys grabbing him, trying to pull him out.
By the way, he heard you, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
He's like, nobody knows what's in that pipe. What did you think was in the fucking pipe?
That's just it. It's like,
come on, man. Let's keep going.
Well, here's why they were pulling him out.
I didn't smoke it.
I like to. I didn't smoke it. I just took a drag.
I took a drag.
I like that. I like that thinking. Jim is going back.
Jim. Oh, shit.
What happened?
Yeah, why is the monitor on?
The monitor's
I've
on
said
in the
50
hallway?
times to turn that off because we had an issue. And every day I go out there and it's on. And I asked for it to be turned off 20 fucking minutes ago, and now it was back on. So he walks by, and you're not even shitting on him. You're talking about something in context. But that's what they hear. So what happens is we lose the fucking more time with the guy because they hear a moment.
Well, also, let's be honest. You guys have a bit of a reputation as troublemakers. If you were if you were a politician that got busted smoking crack, would you, if you were the handlers,
I'm amazed we got him in the door.
He got right in. And how calm and smooth under fire was he? Nobody knows what was in that pipe. Did you? I liked what you're thinking.
Did you know?
You know how he got in there?
Sure,
I will take fucking full credit for that. I'm like, Mr. Mayor, I said biggest audience on this platform right now is in this room. That's the biggest audience you're going to get.
Danny, you heard that, right?
Also, pretty sure though
we're going to get in trouble for having Marion Barry on the show. Believe it or not, we're going to get in trouble
for what?
Because they have a weird policy. We can't like grab other people's
grab guests when they're walking by.
How stupid is that?
I saw the mayor of D.C. and I asked him if he wanted to come on. I don't know what he's doing.
And you know what? He handled himself admirably.
And other shows can grab our guests. We don't give a shit. If someone's walking by, how do we not try to get him on?
I said he outsmarted the FBI and got reelected after that scandal.
It's pretty amazing how much money they spent.
And Anthony and Jimmy are going to throw him?
Yeah.
But the guy walked in here all smooth and shit.
No problem. Nobody know what it is in that pipe.
They're not going to throw him.
He was a cool cat.
You gotta get that sound clip. Get that sound clip and use it ad nauseum. Nobody knows what was in that pipe.
In that pipe? Just nobody knows what's in that pipe.
I didn't smoke it. I just took a drag.
I took a drag. I didn't smoke it. I took a drag.
I actually am surprised.
That was awesome. Just that alone was worth having him in for.
He was the coolest guy ever. I've never heard of the bloke, and I love him.
I'm surprised. I invited him in, and then I came back in. I didn't think he was going to come in, and then a minute later, they opened the door and he walked in.
There's something awesome about black politicians that get busted doing scandalous shit and then come back.
Yeah. You know, it was great. When he came in, the lady who was trying to drag him away, she just looked in the bin at my vomit at one stage and just shook her head.
Clearly, he was a big fan of the show. I think that's why he came.
That's what it is.
How many of you are the Opies?
If he wasn't
how many of the Anthonys?
Yeah, how many of y'all?
How many of the Opies?
We treated him very nicely. Nobody fucked him.
Yeah,
he was checking the clock to see if the 12 was a big black hole.
I almost didn't ask him. I almost didn't ask him what he thought was in that pipe, but I had to.
You had to.
That's not a bad question.
I was actually going to jump on that when he stopped talking, and you, thank God, took the reins.
Yeah, I didn't want. I saw that guy pulling on him. I'm like, you can't get away. You gotta. And I knew as a politician, if you ask him, he has to say something.
Yeah, and he brought up the crack thing. He said, "I heard somebody talking about crack." Nobody knows who's in that pipe.
All they saw was me swinging a pipe. Nobody knows who's in that pipe.
How much do you love him now? How much do you love Marion Barry now?
Love him.
I didn't take a drag. I took a puff.
I want to get him high on DMT now.
Would anyone have brought up the crack if he didn't bring it up? Who would have had that?
You have to because you have to say, well, what do you think? I started with, and again, not all about me, but about you fell and then you ever. It's like, well, we all know what he fell from. So
well, he brought it up because we were talking about it, and he heard it in the monitor in the hallway. And he just came in to defend himself. He couldn't help it.
See?
He's kind of like the Muhammad Ali of black politics. You know, they framed him. They spent all this money framing him, getting him out of politics, but he came back, the champ.
He really did come back. It's amazing he got reelected.
It's not amazing. Look at his constituency.
Come on, crack now and then.
I understand that.
How long ago was this? How long ago was this guy reelected?
It was a long time ago.
He seems like a fairly old man.
Isn't there a recent Marion Barry story? Wasn't he in a park recently?
Yeah?
Yes.
What the fuck is he doing? Stalking a woman or something?
We didn't have enough time, though. They would pull... the Apollo doesn't get people off stage as aggressively as they were trying to get him out.
Holy shit.
Did you hear the little siren go off? The guy in a white suit was going to come on any minute.
That was like an extrication from a car wreck or something.
What they didn't see at home was we were having a tug of war with Marion Barry. We were trying to keep him in.
His handlers right away were pulling him away.
But we didn't fuck with him at all. It's like, what are they going to say? We asked him a couple legit questions. He has a bigger audience here. Look, I'm sure Shade is a great audience, but this is the biggest audience he's going to get on this platform.
Well, I heard about Shade that the hype is real.
Yes, the hype is real.
That's what I hear.
He looked like a guy in a zombie movie that gets too close to the window and all the arms come in and pull him out. They fucking grabbed him.
Barry.
They grabbed him.
Must eat Barry.
Who's
His handlers brought up the jaws
guy?
of life.
Yeah, to get the door open with the jaws of life.
And you see the discussion outside the office? Jesus. Outside the studio, not good.
I don't do it.
They get mad when we do that, but we can't help ourselves.
The mayor of D.C. is
trying to give
outside
the
our
best
door.
radio possible every fucking day.
Blame me, man.
Yeah,
I invited the guy. No, I invited him, and then I came back in studio. A minute later, he came in.
You heard it. Jim Norton invited him.
Nobody grabbed him and threw a mic in his face. I was outside. I said, Mr. Mayor, we're the biggest audience you're going to get today. Do you want to come in? And I didn't think he was going to come because the woman goes, and the woman he was with starts whispering to him. So I'm like, oh, okay, she's going to tell him no. So I got my picture. And then a fucking minute later, he walks in the door.
The fact is, if Rogan didn't mention crack, he never would have came in.
Yeah, I think
that's what got him in.
Defending himself.
Yeah, you know what?
So we have Joe Rogan to thank.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
So whenever a celebrity walks by, just bitch about him and see if
I'm here to sniff Jim Jeffries throw up. I'm here to sniff his loads.
I should have asked if Marion Barry wanted something. Oh, good Lord.
By the way,
no one knows what's in Jim Norton's belly button.
How great is this show, though? We go from sniffing what fucking Norton had in his belly button to Marion
Barry.
Within 5 minutes.